My child, listen closely. What I'm about to say will change everything. Yes, it's me, Jesus, speaking directly to your heart. This is not a coincidence. Today, January 31st, is a divine appointment. You've been waiting, hoping, and wondering if I still see you, if I still care. I do, and I need you to hear this. Your miracle is closer than you think, but here's the part you didn't expect. In just 2 minutes, your breakthrough can begin. Yes, 2 minutes after you open your heart, surrender your fear, and speak my promises in faith. You've carried that burden long enough. The pain, the disappointment, the unanswered questions. I see every tear, every sleepless night, and I've been waiting for this moment to meet you here. But I must ask, will you trust me now? Not tomorrow? Not when life looks easier, right now. Step into faith and watch what I do. Healing, restoration, and joy are within your reach, but your belief unlocks it. Don't let this moment slip by. I love you, I've always loved you, and I am for you. Now is the time to step forward, boldly and without hesitation. What happens next will amaze you. Your miracle is already in motion. Before we go any further, I want you to look up to the sky, take a deep breath, and then do 3 things. Hit the like button, subscribe so we can reach 1,000, and leave a comment with the number 77. This number sends your energy out into the universe, amplifying your energy and intentions. You didn't find this by accident. Yes, it's me, Jesus, speaking directly to your heart. I need you to know something very important. This moment is not random. You were led here, right now, for a reason. I don't deal in coincidences, and nothing in your life happens by chance when you walk with me. You've been searching, haven't you? Maybe not always with words, but I know your heart. You've cried out for answers, sometimes in frustration, sometimes in desperation, and sometimes in complete silence because you didn't know what to say anymore. But I want you to hear this clearly. I've heard every whisper of your heart. Not a single word, thought, or tear has gone unnoticed by me. Even when you thought I was silent, I was right there, walking with you through every storm, every setback, and every victory. I know it hasn't always been easy to trust that I'm working for your good, especially when life feels heavy. But I never left your side, and I never will. You are not forgotten, and you are not invisible to me. I want you to understand something else. Today is not just another day. This moment is significant. It's a divine appointment, an opportunity for you to hear my voice and experience a turning point. But for that to happen, I need you to listen closely and trust me. I know what's been weighing on your heart, the questions that keep circling in your mind, the things you're afraid to say out loud because you're not sure how to fix them. But I didn't bring you here to remind you of what's broken. I brought you here to tell you that I am the one who makes all things new. So here's what I'm asking of you. Don't give up. Don't let doubt or fear convince you that nothing will change. I am a God of miracles, and I still work in ways that go beyond what you can imagine. But I need your trust. I'm not asking you to have perfect faith or all the answers. Just open your heart to me. Let me in. Share your burdens, your fears, and even your anger, if that's what you're carrying. I can handle it all, and I want to. Today is your turning point if you choose to believe it. Not because everything will suddenly be perfect, but because your heart will be aligned with mine, and that changes everything. Your miracle is closer than you think. You've waited, and now it's time to see what happens when you fully surrender to my love and promises. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. My beloved child, listen carefully to what I am about to tell you. You've been carrying that weight for far too long. The prayers you've whispered, the tears you've shed in private, I have seen every moment. And now I need you to understand something deeply. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. What if I told you that the shift you've been waiting for could happen in just 2 minutes? Yes, 2 minutes from the moment you open your heart and trust me completely. I know that might sound impossible, but remember, I specialize in the impossible. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and I still perform miracles. You may wonder how everything can change so quickly, but here's the truth. The greatest transformations don't always start on the outside, they begin in your heart. When you trust me fully, when you let go of the doubts and fears that have kept you bound, that's when my power can flow freely into your life. Healing, restoration, and peace. They are not far-off dreams. They are within reach, right now. But it starts with your willingness to believe that I can and will move in your situation. Sometimes your circumstances may not immediately shift, but your perspective will. And when your heart aligns with mine, you begin to see my hand working, even in ways you didn't expect. I know you've waited and wondered if I've forgotten you. I haven't. Every moment of your life matters to me, and every promise I've made to you still stands. But for this breakthrough to unfold, I need you to let go of the fear that says, "What if nothing changes?" and instead declare with boldness, "My God is faithful, and I will see His goodness." 2 minutes is all it takes for you to pray, surrender, and speak life over your situation. 2 minutes to lift your heart to me and say, "Jesus, I trust you." And as you do, I will fill you with peace that defies understanding. I will begin moving in ways that you cannot yet see, but will soon recognize. Child, I want you to remember this. I work in sudden moments, but also in steady miracles. Some breakthroughs come instantly, while others unfold in beautiful, unexpected ways over time. But either way, I am faithful to complete the work I've started in you. So don't give up now. Don't let doubt steal the blessing that's already in motion. You are on the brink of something beautiful. Take this moment, right here, and invite me to work in your life. Open your heart, believe, and watch what I will do. Your breakthrough is not a distant hope. It's closer than you think, and I'm right here, ready to walk with you every step of the way. I love you, and I'm for you. Always. I know what you've been going through. My beloved child, I see you. I see the pain you hide from others, the burdens you carry quietly, trying to stay strong when inside you feel like you're barely holding it together. I know the worries that press on your heart, the fears that creep in when the world goes silent. I know the questions that keep you awake at night, wondering if things will ever truly change. But hear me clearly. You are never alone. Not for a single moment have I ever left your side. Even when it felt like I was far away, I was right there, walking with you through every tear, every doubt, and every unseen struggle. You might think no one understands the depth of what you're going through, but I do. I felt every ache of your heart as if it were my own. You see, I love you that much. And my love isn't distant or conditional. It's personal, fierce, and unshakable. I know there are moments when you've questioned whether I see what you're facing, whether I care about your pain. Let me assure you, I care more than you can imagine. There is nothing too small or too big for me to be concerned about when it comes to you. Every part of your life matters to me. I understand the weight you've been carrying, but you were never meant to carry it alone. That's why I'm here, inviting you to lay it all at my feet. Give me your fears, your disappointments, your heartbreak. Let me hold what's been breaking you. My shoulders are strong enough to carry it all, and I want to because I love you. You don't have to pretend to have it all together for me. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for your heart. Come to me just as you are, with all the mess and all the questions. I can handle it. In fact, I long for you to bring it all to me, so that I can show you what peace really feels like. Things may not change overnight, but I promise you this. I am working even when you can't see it. My timing is perfect, and my plans for you are good. Trust me, even when the path ahead looks unclear. I am guiding you step by step, and I will never abandon you. So lean into me. When the weight of life feels too heavy, remember that I am your refuge. When worry threatens to consume you, remember that I am your peace. And when loneliness whispers that you are forgotten, remember this truth. You are never alone. I've always been with you, and I always will be. Let that sink into your heart today, my beloved. I love you with an everlasting love, and nothing will ever change that. Trust me, brighter days are ahead. And until then, I am holding you close. Surrender what's weighing you down. My beloved child, I see the burden you're carrying, the weight pressing on your shoulders day after day. You try to stay strong, holding it all together for yourself and those around you. But I need you to hear me. You were never meant to carry all of this on your own. It's time to stop fighting this battle alone. I know you think you have to be strong, that somehow it's all up to you to fix the broken pieces and figure out what comes next. But that's not how I created you to live. I didn't design your heart to carry the weight of fear, doubt, or endless worry. I am strong enough to carry it all, and I want to. Bring it all to me. Every fear that keeps you up at night, every doubt that whispers lies in your mind, every burden that feels too heavy to bear, hand it over. You don't have to sort it out or make sense of it before you come to me. Just come as you are with all the mess and confusion. I can handle it, and I will help you through it. Do you remember what I said in the scriptures? Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. That promise is for you. I'm offering you rest, not just for your body, but for your heart and soul. But there's something you need to do first. Let go. I know that isn't always easy. Sometimes holding on to your worries feels safer because at least you're in control. But that control is an illusion, and it's exhausting you. I'm asking you to trust me enough to release your grip and place it all in my hands. When you surrender, you don't lose. You gain freedom. You gain peace that defies understanding. You gain strength that comes from me, not from your own efforts. You gain the assurance that you are never walking through this life alone. Child, I know you might be thinking, but what if things don't get better? Let me remind you, I am faithful. I have never failed, and I never will. My plans for you are good, even when the road seems difficult. When you trust me, I will lead you through the storm and into something better than you could imagine. So lay it down. Right here, right now, picture yourself handing over every burden into my outstretched hands. Feel the weight lifting off your shoulders. That's my promise to you. I will carry what you can't. I love you, and I want you to live in freedom, not in constant struggle. Trust me with your heart, your worries, and your future. I am strong enough to carry it all, and I am faithful to see you through. Let go, and watch what I will do. Trust my timing. My beloved child, I know you've been waiting. I see the weariness in your heart and the questions that linger in your mind. How much longer, Lord? I hear you asking. I understand how hard it is to wait, especially when it feels like your prayers are going unanswered or your dreams are slipping away. But I need you to hear me now. My timing is always perfect. You may not understand it right now, but I'm never late. I've never missed a moment in your life, and I never will. When it seems like nothing is happening, I am working behind the scenes in ways you can't yet see. Every detail, every circumstance is being woven together for your good. Trust me, I don't waste a single second of your life. I know you're tired. Waiting can feel like wandering through a desert with no end in sight. But do you remember what happened with my people when they wandered in the wilderness? I provided for them every single day, even when they didn't realize it. I led them, protected them, and brought them to the promised land at just the right time. The same is true for you. I'm leading you, even now. You may not see the full path ahead, but that's okay because I do. I'm guiding your steps, preparing your heart, and aligning circumstances for a greater purpose than you can imagine. Do you know what happens when you trust my timing? Peace. Peace that quiets the anxiety in your soul and reminds you that you are safe in my hands. When you stop striving and start trusting, you'll discover that the waiting season isn't wasted. It's a season of preparation. I am shaping you, strengthening your faith, and making you ready for what's next. Child, my promises to you are never abandoned. Not one word I've spoken over your life will return void. You may think I've forgotten, but I never have. What I've promised will come to pass, but it will happen in my perfect time, not a moment too soon or too late. Think about the flowers that bloom in spring. They don't rush their season. They bloom at just the right time when the conditions are perfect. That's what I'm doing in your life. Trust that I know the perfect time for your breakthrough, your healing, and your joy. So here's what I'm asking of you. Let go of your timeline and trust mine. Stop watching the clock and start resting in my promises. I'm not asking you to understand everything. I'm asking you to trust that I do. Lean into me, child. Rest in the assurance that I am never late and never indifferent to your prayers. Keep believing, keep hoping, and keep trusting. Your waiting will not be in vain. My timing is perfect, and I always keep my promises. I love you, and I am with you, always. Speak life over your situation. My child, I want to speak directly to your heart today. I know the circumstances you're facing can feel overwhelming, and it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that what you see in front of you is all there is. But I need you to understand something incredibly important. Words have power. The words you speak over your life and your situation matter more than you may realize. You see, when I spoke, the world was created. With a word, I called the light into being, I calmed the storm, I healed the sick. And I have given you that same power, the power to speak life, to speak hope, to speak truth over your own life and circumstances. I know it's hard when everything around you seems to say otherwise. Maybe you've been battling doubt, fear, or discouragement. And in those moments, it's easy to give in to negative thoughts and words. You might be tempted to say, "Nothing will ever change. This is just how it is." But I'm here to tell you that your words shape the world you live in. When you speak hope instead of defeat, you are aligning your heart with my promises. When you declare that better days are coming, even when you can't see them yet, you are choosing faith over fear. You are choosing to trust that I am working, even when the evidence isn't visible. I understand that it can feel unnatural to speak words of hope when everything looks dark. But remember this: faith isn't about what you see, it's about what you believe. And belief begins with your words. When you speak life, you are declaring the truth of who I am and what I can do. You are declaring that your situation is not the end of the story, that there is more, that there is change, that there is healing and restoration coming. There's something powerful about declaring what you believe before you see it. Even Jesus spoke with authority. When I called Lazarus from the tomb, I didn't just think it in my heart. I spoke it out loud. "Lazarus, come forth." And the dead man rose. When you declare hope and life, you are inviting the power of my words into your situation. I want you to understand this. Your situation is changing. Maybe you can't see it yet, but the moment you choose to speak life over it, you release my power to transform it. You are not stuck in the place where you are. You are not defeated. The The situation is changing. The breakthrough is coming. So speak over your life. Speak over your dreams. Speak over your fears. Say out loud, I am not alone. I am loved. I am healed. I am moving forward. Your words don't just change your mind. They change your heart. And when your heart is full of hope and trust in my power, your situation begins to change too. Child, I'm asking you to speak life. Don't settle for words of defeat. Speak what you believe in your heart, even if you don't see it yet. Believe in the change and it will come. I am with you and I am working even when you can't see it. Speak life and watch what happens. I love you and your breakthrough is on the way. Step into faith. My beloved, I see the hesitation in your heart. I know you're standing at the edge, unsure whether to take the next step. There's fear of the unknown, uncertainty about what lies ahead. But today I want to speak directly to you. Faith isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting me with what you cannot see, with what feels uncertain, and with what feels like it's too much to bear. You've been asking yourself, what if I make the wrong decision? What if things don't turn out the way I hope? These questions are natural, my child, but I want to remind you of something important. I am with you, and when you choose to trust me, even when you don't know the outcome, you are taking a bold step into the very place where I can show you my power and my faithfulness. Think about the many times my disciples took steps of faith, often not knowing where they were headed. Peter stepped out of the boat, not knowing if he would sink, but trusting that I would be there to catch him. And I was. Faith isn't about being sure of everything. It's about trusting me, even when everything around you feels uncertain. It's about believing that I will not let you fall. I know that you long for certainty and security. You want to know that everything will be okay before you take the next step. But child, faith is trusting me in the middle of the unknown. It's stepping forward even when the path isn't clear, knowing that I will guide you. I am the one who holds your future in my hands, and I will never lead you astray. When you step into faith, it's not about being fearless. It's about trusting in my strength when your own is weak. It's about recognizing that you don't have to have everything figured out. I already know the way, and I will lead you. So today, I am inviting you to take that step, even if it's small. Let go of the doubt and the worry that are holding you back. Trust that I will meet you right where you are, and that I will carry you through whatever comes your way. You don't have to walk this journey alone. I want you to know this. You won't fall. You may stumble. You may feel uncertain. But I am right there beside you, lifting you up, guiding you with my love and strength. You don't have to wait for all the answers. All you need is a willing heart to step out in faith. I'm here, child. I am with you, and I will never let you go. Take that step today. Trust me with the unknown, and watch how I will lead you into the future I've promised. I love you, and I am faithful. You are not alone. Watch what happens next. My beloved, I want you to hear this with every part of your heart. When you trust me and when you surrender your burdens to me, something incredible happens. It's not just a moment of relief or a fleeting feeling of peace. It's the beginning of a transformation. Miracles begin to unfold when you let go of the weight you've been carrying and place it in my hands. I know how heavy it has been for you. I see the sleepless nights, the worry that weighs down your soul, the fear that tells you things will never change. But my child, I'm here to tell you something powerful. Your breakthrough is already in motion. You may not see it yet, but trust me. The moment you made the choice to surrender and trust in me, things began to shift. Healing began to flow where there was hurt. Restoration began to work where there was brokenness, and joy is starting to take root where despair once took hold. It may not be obvious right now, but you are in the process of receiving the very things I've promised you. I am always working behind the scenes, even when you can't see it. Think about the seed that's planted in the soil. It doesn't sprout immediately. It takes time to grow. But underneath the surface, the roots are spreading, the soil is being nourished, and the foundation is being laid for something beautiful. That's what is happening in your life right now. You may not see the full bloom just yet, but your breakthrough is taking root, and it will come. When you release your burdens to me, you are making room for my miracles. I want you to understand something very important. You do not have to carry this alone anymore. The weight of the world was never meant to be on your shoulders. You were meant to walk in freedom, in peace, and in my love. And when you trust me with your burdens, I move in ways that only I can, to heal, to restore, to deliver. So, my dear child, watch what happens next. Watch how things begin to change in ways you never expected. Watch how your heart begins to heal, how your fears start to fade, and how the joy you thought was lost begins to return. Miracles are happening even now. When you trust me, I will do more than you could ask or imagine. But the most important thing to remember is this: you are not alone in this. I am here holding your hand, guiding you through every step, every change. Your breakthrough is already in motion because I am moving on your behalf. So let go of the fear, let go of the worry. Trust that I am working even when you can't see it yet. I am faithful, and I will never let you down. Your healing, your restoration, your joy, they are on the way. And I'm so excited for you to see the beautiful things I am doing in your life. Watch what happens next, my child. It's going to be more than you could ever imagine. My child, this is your moment. My precious child, I want you to hear my heart today. I love you deeply and endlessly. My love for you is not fleeting, not based on your performance or your circumstances. It is constant, unchanging, and unconditional. You are my beloved, and I have always been with you. Right here, right now, in this very moment, my love surrounds you. I know you're facing uncertainty. I know the fear and doubt that have been holding you back, whispering in your ear that you're not enough, that you can't do it, that your dreams are too big, too far out of reach. But I am here to tell you, this is your moment. The moment when you have a choice. The moment when you can choose to step forward, not in your own strength, but in mine. The moment when you can trust me with the unknown and believe that I will make a way for you. Don't let fear hold you back any longer. I understand the fear you feel. It's natural to want certainty, to want things to be clear before you take a step. But child, faith is not about certainty. It's about trust. It's about stepping forward in trust, even when the way is not fully clear. It's about believing in my promises, even when you can't see them yet. I am inviting you to take that bold step today. Step forward in faith. Even if it's a small step, even if it's trembling, take it. Trust that I am with you, guiding you every step of the way. When you step out in faith, you are choosing to partner with me in the unfolding of your purpose. Your miracle is not far off. It is closer than you think. I know it's easy to doubt, to wonder if it's too late, or if you've missed your chance. But let me reassure you, it's never too late with me. What you see as a setback, I can turn into a setup for something greater. What you see as a closed door, I can open. What you think is impossible, I can make possible. You are not walking this path alone. I am with you always. When you feel weak, I will be your strength. When you feel lost, I will be your guide. When you feel afraid, I will be your peace. I am always with you, never leaving your side. So, my child, I am asking you now, will you trust me? Will you step forward in faith, knowing that I will catch you if you fall, lift you when you're weak, and lead you into the future I have prepared for you? The miracle you're waiting for is already in motion. It's closer than you think, and it begins the moment you decide to trust. I love you with all my heart. You are never alone, and I will never leave you. This is your moment. Step forward and watch what I will do. My child, hear my voice. It's no accident you're watching this right now. Tonight, tomorrow at 8 p.m., something extraordinary is set to unfold. Time is moving swiftly, and I am reaching out to you, calling your name one last time. You feel it, don't you? That stirring in your spirit. You know this moment isn't ordinary. You've been searching, aching for something more, something real. Tonight I am giving you the opportunity to find it. But there's a choice to be made, and the time to decide is running out. I see everything, the pain you've hidden, the mistakes you wish you could undo, the longing for peace you can't seem to find. I've seen every tear, heard every unspoken word, and yet my love for you hasn't wavered. But, my child, I need you to understand this. Moments like these are rare. You cannot take them for granted. There is a battle for your heart, a battle you may not even see. The world will try to distract you, to pull you away from this moment. But tonight I'm asking you, will you pause? Will you listen? Will you let me in? I am knocking, my child. I won't force my way in. I never will. But I'm here, waiting for you, holding out my hand. The door is open. What will you do before the clock strikes 8 p.m.? The choice is yours. I'm waiting. Don't let this moment pass. Before we go any further, I want you to look up to the sky, take a deep breath, and then do 3 things. Hit the like button, subscribe so we can reach 1,000, and leave a comment with the number 77. This number sends your energy out into the universe, amplifying your energy and intentions. You've felt the pull before. My child, let me take you back to those moments in your life when your heart felt something it couldn't quite put into words. Do you remember them? Perhaps it was in the stillness of the night when everything around you was quiet, but inside you felt an ache, a longing for something more. Or maybe it happened when you stood beneath the vastness of the stars, wondering if there was something greater, someone out there who truly saw you. That stirring in your heart, that unexplainable pull, that was me. I've been reaching out to you for as long as you can remember. In your happiest moments, I was there, delighting in your joy. And in your lowest, when the tears fell and you felt like no one understood, I was right there beside you, whispering, "You're not alone. I'm here." Do you remember the times when a song, a kind word, or even the beauty of nature seemed to speak directly to your soul? Those weren't coincidences. Those were my ways of gently reminding you of my presence. I've always been near, waiting for you to notice. I know there have been moments when you felt something deep inside, an unshakable feeling, a nudge to take a step closer to me. But the distractions of life, the noise of the world, or even your own doubts might have drowned it out. That's okay, my child. I've never given up on you. I've been patient, always waiting, always loving, always hoping you'd recognize my voice in the quiet of your heart. That pull you felt, that longing for something you couldn't name, it's because your heart was made for me. You were created to be in relationship with me, and nothing else in this world will ever fully satisfy that longing. I placed that desire within you, not to frustrate you, but to draw you closer to me. My child, I've never stopped calling you. Even when you didn't notice, I was there, gently reaching out. I've whispered to you in ways only your heart could hear, hoping you'd realize that it's me you've been searching for all along. And now, as you read these words, I'm calling you again. Will you listen? Will you let that pull guide you home? I'm here, waiting, as I've always been. My arms are open wide, and I'm ready to welcome you with a love that has never wavered. Come to me, my beloved. Let the pull you felt lead you into my embrace. Tonight is special. This isn't just another night. This is a divine appointment, a moment I've been preparing for you. My beloved, listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you is important. Tonight is not like any other night. It's not just a date on the calendar or another passing moment. Tonight is special. This is a moment I've been preparing for you, a divine appointment set before the foundations of the world. I know how busy life can get, the endless tasks, the constant noise, the weight of responsibilities. It can all blur together until the days feel the same. But tonight is different. Tonight, I want you to pause, set everything aside for just a little while, and quiet your heart. There's something I want to share with you, something your soul has been longing to hear. You see, my child, I've been waiting for this moment. I've watched you navigate life, your triumphs, your struggles, your questions, and I've been walking beside you every step of the way. But tonight, I'm asking for something more. I'm asking you to open your heart to me in a way you never have before. This is not a time to fear or doubt. This is a time to let go of whatever is holding you back. I know the burdens you've been carrying. I see the worries that keep you awake at night, the pain you've hidden from the world, and the questions you've been too afraid to ask. Tonight, I want you to bring all of that to me. You don't have to carry it alone anymore. At 8 p.m., I want you to pause. Find a quiet place, even if it's just for a moment. Sit with me. Speak to me as you would a friend, or simply let your heart rest in my presence. You don't need fancy words or perfect faith. I just want your honest heart. If you let me in tonight, I promise you'll feel my presence in a way you never have before. You'll feel my peace calming your soul, my love wrapping around you, and my voice speaking to the deepest parts of your heart. This is your moment, my child, a moment of connection, of healing, of love. Don't let it slip away. I've been waiting for you, and I'm here. Tonight is special, because tonight I want you to experience just how deeply you are loved. You're not defined by your past. My child, let me speak directly to your heart. I know the thoughts that weigh you down, the memories of mistakes, the regrets that echo in your mind, and the guilt or shame you've carried for far too long. You may feel like those things define you, like they've written a story for your life that can't be rewritten. But I need you to hear this. You are not defined by your past. Whatever you've done, no matter how big or small, no matter how many times you've stumbled or how far you think you've strayed, my mercy is greater. I'm not looking at your failures or shortcomings. I'm not tallying your mistakes or holding them against you. My love doesn't work that way. My grace doesn't operate by the rules of this world. When I look at you, I don't see who you were. I see who you are becoming. I see the person I created you to be, the one filled with purpose, joy, and love. I see the beauty in you, even if you can't see it in yourself. You might wonder how this could be true. How could someone like you be worthy of a fresh start? Let me tell you something, my beloved. My grace is not something you earn. It's a gift I freely give. It's stronger than your worst mistake and deeper than your darkest secret. It has the power to wipe away every sin, every regret, and every ounce of shame. When I went to the cross, I carried it all, your pain, your guilt, your brokenness, so that you wouldn't have to. I did it out of love for you because I wanted to give you a chance to live free. Free from the chains of your past, free from the lies that say you'll never be enough, free to step into the life I've planned for you. Let go of what's behind you, my child. You don't have to hold on to it anymore. I'm offering you a new beginning, a clean slate, and a future filled with hope. Come to me just as you are. Bring your past, your pain, your doubts. Bring it all and let me show you what my love can do. You are not your past. You are mine. And I'm calling you into something greater. Trust me, and let me lead you into the life you were always meant to live. This world can't satisfy you. My child, I know that you've spent so much of your life searching. I see how deeply you long for meaning and fulfillment. You've looked for it in so many places. The next promotion, the next relationship, the things that others tell you will bring happiness. But deep down, I know you felt that emptiness, that ache that no success, no possession, no person can ever truly fill. You've tried to fill that void, but nothing in this world has been able to satisfy you, has it? The reason for that is simple. Your heart was made for me, or you were not created to find your worth in the fleeting things of this world. Success, wealth, and even relationships, though good in their own way, were never meant to be the foundation of your joy and peace. They can bring temporary happiness, but they can't bring the lasting peace that your soul yearns for. I know that it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that if you just had the right job, the perfect partner, or more material things, then you would finally be content. But I've seen how those things fade, how even the most beautiful moments can leave you longing for more. The things of this world were never designed to fill you completely, because there is something deeper, something more lasting that your soul is seeking. And that something is me. I am the source of the peace, joy, and purpose that your heart has been desperately seeking. When you come to me, truly come to me with all of your heart, you will find a peace that doesn't depend on circumstances. You will find a joy that isn't fleeting or dependent on what you have or don't have. And you will discover a purpose far greater than anything this world can offer. A purpose rooted in my love for you and in the life I've designed for you. I created you to be with me, to experience my love, and to live a life that reflects that love. Everything else will always fall short because nothing else can compare to what I offer. So, my child, stop running after things that will never fully satisfy. I'm here waiting for you, ready to give you the peace and joy you've been longing for. All you need to do is turn to me. I am the only one who can fill the longing in your soul. The choice is yours. My beloved child, I want you to know something that is at the very core of how I love you. I will never force my way into your life. I know you might sometimes wonder why things don't happen in the way you expect, or why you feel as though I'm distant or silent. The truth is, I've given you something very precious, something that makes our relationship real. Free will. I didn't create you to be a puppet, following commands with no heart or desire of your own. I created you with the freedom to choose love, to choose trust, to choose me. You see, love that is forced is not love at all. If I were to take away your ability to choose, then our connection wouldn't be authentic and your love for me would be meaningless. But that doesn't mean I'm far away, watching from a distance. On the contrary, I am here, right here, always near, waiting patiently, gently knocking on the door of your heart. I'm knocking, child. I'm asking for a response. I've never left you alone in your struggles, in your fears, or in your doubts. But I want you to know that I can only enter your heart when you invite me in. I know you may feel the weight of the world sometimes, and you might be wondering if it's even possible to trust again. Maybe you've been hurt, disappointed, or confused by the things life has thrown at you. Perhaps you've closed your heart off because it feels safer that way. But let me tell you, my child, I am not like the people or things that have hurt you. I am not like the broken promises or shattered expectations. I come with open arms, full of grace, full of love. I'm not asking you to have all the answers, to be perfect, or to understand everything. I'm simply asking you to trust me, to open the door even just a crack, and allow me to step in. Let my peace, my healing, and my love flood the areas of your life that feel empty, broken or lost, I know that making this choice can feel overwhelming, and I don't take it lightly. It's a choice of surrender, of letting go of control and allowing me to guide you. But I promise you, it's a choice that will lead to a life of freedom, purpose, and love like you've never known before. I'm not here to control you or to force you into anything. I want you to come to me because you choose to, because you trust that I have the best in mind for you. And when you do, you'll find that I've been waiting for you with open arms all along. So I ask you now, will you open the door? Will you let go of the things that have been holding you back and trust me with your heart? You may not know exactly what that will look like, but that's okay. What matters is that you trust that I will never leave you and that I will lead you in the way of peace and purpose. The decision is yours. You can choose to keep the door closed, to keep living as you are, or you can choose to let me in. And if you do, I promise I will show you a love that never fails, a peace that surpasses all understanding, and a life that is full of my grace. I'm waiting, my child. The choice is yours. My beloved, I want you to stop for a moment and truly think about what I'm about to say. Life is fragile. You know this deep down, don't you? You've seen it in the way things change unexpectedly, the way one moment can shift everything. One phone call, one conversation, one decision. It can all feel like it's in your hands, but it's not. Time is a gift, a fleeting and precious gift. And though you may think you have all the time in the world, the truth is none of us know what tomorrow will bring. There are moments in life that are more significant than others. Sometimes we don't realize how important they are until they've passed. But this moment, right here, right now, is one of those moments. This opportunity, this chance to step closer to me, to open your heart and trust, is something you might not get again. Time moves forward, the present slips away, and once it's gone, it's gone. I understand the fears and doubts that may hold you back. I know how tempting it is to think, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'm not ready yet. You may feel that your past mistakes are too big, that you've waited too long, or that you're not worthy of what I offer. But, my child, you can't afford to wait any longer. Fear and doubt are powerful. They can paralyze you, holding you in a place of what-ifs and maybe someday. But I'm telling you now, this moment matters more than you realize. Every day you hesitate, every day you allow distractions or worries to take over, you're letting precious time slip through your fingers. Time you could be spending stepping into the abundant life I have waiting for you. I'm not saying this to make you feel guilty or afraid. I'm telling you because I love you and because I want you to understand how much I long for you to experience the fullness of the life I've created for you. The life that is filled with peace, purpose, and love. This moment is your opportunity to choose that life. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when everything feels perfect. Now, I've been knocking on the door of your heart, and I'm asking you to open it. I'm offering you a life that is better than anything you can imagine, but it's a choice only you can make. I won't force you, and I won't pressure you. But my child, I'm telling you, you may not get this moment again. The distractions of life will always try to pull you away. The world will tell you to wait, to put it off, to chase after things that won't truly satisfy. But the truth is, there's nothing more important than this. There's nothing more important than opening your heart to me and receiving the love and peace I have for you. So please, don't let fear, doubt, or distractions steal this moment from you. Let go of the things that hold you back. Step into the life I've prepared for you. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. But you do have to choose. And I'm here waiting for you with open arms, ready to walk this journey with you. I love you more than you know. My dear child, there's something I need you to hear, something that I want you to carry with you always, no matter where you go or what you face in this life. I love you, and not just in the way the world talks about love. Love that comes and goes, love that is earned or lost based on your actions. No, my love for you is different. It is infinite, unshakable, and unconditional. I love you not because of what you've done or haven't done. It's not because you've made all the right choices or lived a perfect life. In fact, I know the struggles you've faced, the mistakes you've made, and the times when you felt unworthy of love. But my love for you is not dependent on any of that. It doesn't come and go with your performance. My love is constant, and it always has been, even in your darkest moments. You see, I loved you before you even knew me. I loved you before you took your first breath, before you made any decisions, before you understood what it means to be loved. My love for you is not based on anything you can do to earn it. It's because you are mine. You are my creation, my beloved. You are not an accident or a mistake. I formed you with my hands, and I placed within you a unique purpose and a heart that beats with my love. I see you in all your beauty and all your brokenness. I know every part of you, the parts you hide from others, the parts you may even try to hide from yourself. And I still love you. No matter what you've done, no matter how far you may have strayed, no matter how much you feel you don't deserve it, I love you. And that love will never change. It's not conditional on your behavior or how perfect you try to be. It's unconditional. A love that is always with you, always holding you close. You may not always feel it, and sometimes life may make you doubt it, but my love is constant. Even when you feel like you've messed up too much or that you're not good enough, know this: my love is bigger than your mistakes. My love is deeper than your doubts. There's nothing you can do to make me love you less, and there's nothing you can do to make me love you more. I love you just as you are, and when you stumble, when you fall, when you feel alone, remember this: you will always have a place in my heart, always. No matter how far you wander, my arms are open to you. My love is not fickle. It does not waver with the circumstances of your life. It is steady, unshakable, and infinite. I want you to understand this, my child, because there will be times in your life when you feel unloved, when you feel unworthy or broken. But in those moments, I want you to remember, I love you, and that love will never ever leave you. You are mine, and you always will be. No matter where you go, no matter what you face, you are held in my love. And that love is enough. It always has been. It always will be. My beloved child, tonight is a moment unlike any other. I am reaching out to you, calling you to come closer. I know the weight you carry, the worries, the fears, the doubts that have been swirling in your mind. Life is heavy, and sometimes it feels like it's too much to bear. But tonight, I am asking you to stop. Just for a moment, pause. At 8 p.m., I want you to take a breath, find a quiet space, and let go of everything that is pulling at your heart. Close your eyes and for just a moment, sit with me. Speak to me, my child. It doesn't have to be perfect or polished. Just come as you are with an open heart. Share with me your thoughts, your struggles, your joys, and your pain. I am here listening, but also allow me to speak to you. I want to speak words of love and peace into your heart. I want to remind you that you are never alone. I want to fill you with my love, my presence, so that in this quiet moment you experience the comfort and reassurance you've been longing for. Surrender your worries, your doubts, and your fears to me. Lay them down at my feet. You don't have to carry them anymore. Let my love fill the empty spaces in your heart, the places where fear and doubt have taken root. Let my peace wash over you and allow yourself to rest in the certainty that I am here, holding you. This is your moment, my child. Let go and trust me. I love you, and I am waiting with open arms to fill you with all that you need. My beloved ones, what I am about to share with you may surprise you, even take you off guard. But listen closely. This moment is not by chance. You are here because the Father, through His divine love, has drawn you to this very moment. The time you've been waiting for, the moment you've prayed for, has finally arrived. The signs are all around you, though perhaps you didn't recognize them at first. That big meeting, the one you've been longing for deep in your heart, the meeting with my Spirit, is happening now. I know how hard it's been. There were times when you wondered, is God even listening to me? Does He hear my cries? You felt ignored, even forgotten. But hear this. My Father and I were never ignoring you. We were preparing you, watching over you, and waiting for the perfect time to draw you closer. You see, my timing is always perfect. When I move, it brings transformation. When I speak, the winds and waves obey. And now I am speaking to you. This moment is a spiritual awakening, a divine encounter meant just for you. Do you feel it? That stirring in your spirit, that quickening in your heart. It is my voice calling out to you. It is my presence surrounding you. Many have sought this kind of encounter, but I have chosen you. Yes, you. Not because of anything you've done, but because of my love for you. And now your life is about to change. You're about to experience a breakthrough that will exceed anything you could have imagined. This breakthrough will fill you with a power and a purpose that comes directly from my Spirit. It may overwhelm you at first, but do not fear. I am with you. I have called you, I have chosen you, and I am going to lead you into greater things. Before we go any further, I want you to look up to the sky. Take a deep breath and then do 3 things. Hit the like button, subscribe so we can reach 1,000, and leave a comment with the number 77. This number sends your energy out into the universe, amplifying your energy and intentions. The divine invitation. This is no accident. You are here because God orchestrated it. There is an unseen divine power at work, drawing you closer to Him, my beloved one. You didn't stumble upon this moment by accident. I need you to understand something deeply. This is not random, and it's not coincidence. You are here because my Father, in His love and wisdom, orchestrated it. Even before you realized it, we've been working in your life, guiding your steps toward this divine meeting. Let me tell you this. Just as a shepherd seeks out a lost sheep, I have sought you. I know there were times when you felt far away, lost in the wilderness of life. Perhaps you wondered, maybe you were hurt, or you simply didn't think you were worth looking for. But I have always seen you. I have never stopped pursuing you because you are that important to me. This moment, this very moment, is me inviting you. It's not about rules, religion, or rituals. It's about something far greater. It's about a personal connection with me, one that is alive, real, and overflowing with love. You may think you don't deserve this kind of invitation. Let me set the record straight. You do. Not because of anything you've done, but because of who you are. My precious child, made in my image and deeply loved by me. Do you feel it? That stirring in your heart, that pull in your spirit, that's me drawing near to you, gently whispering, "Come closer." You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to open your heart to me and trust that I'm here, ready to meet you exactly where you are. I know the struggles you've faced. I know the doubts, the fears, and the burdens you carry. But I also know the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope, purpose, and a future filled with my goodness. This invitation is the beginning of something extraordinary. Together we'll walk this journey. Together, we'll face whatever comes next. Acknowledging the wait. My beloved one, I know there have been seasons in your life when you've wondered, is God even listening to me? You've whispered prayers in the quiet of the night, desperate for answers, longing for a sign that I've heard you. And when no answers came, you felt forgotten. You felt overlooked. There were moments when the silence was so heavy it almost broke you, and you thought to yourself, maybe I'm not important enough for God to notice. Let me tell you something, my precious one. I saw every tear you cried. I heard every whispered prayer. Even when you felt like your words were falling into the void, they were reaching my heart. Not one of your cries went unnoticed. Not one of your heartaches was ignored. I was with you in every moment of your pain, holding you closer than you realized. But here's something I need you to understand. What felt like waiting was not wasted time. I wasn't ignoring you. I wasn't delaying for no reason. I was preparing you. You see, sometimes what you're asking for isn't ready for you yet, or maybe you're not ready for it. I was working behind the scenes, aligning things in ways you couldn't see. I was shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing your heart for the blessing I've planned. Think of it like planting a seed. When you bury it in the ground, nothing seems to happen at first. But beneath the surface, the seed is growing roots, building the foundation it needs to flourish. That's what I've been doing in your life. I've been building something strong and beautiful, even though you couldn't see it yet. And now, my beloved, the time has come. The season of waiting is coming to an end, and the breakthrough you've been longing for is here. Trust that every delay, every moment of silence was all part of a greater plan, one designed for your good. I know the waiting has been hard, but I need you to know this. You were never abandoned. I've been with you every step of the way, and I'm so proud of how you've held on. Now, let's step forward together into the fullness of what I've prepared for you, the right time. My beloved, I know how hard it is to wait. I know how confusing it feels when my timing doesn't match your hopes, your plans, or your sense of urgency. You've prayed, you've trusted, and yet there were times when it seemed like nothing was happening. Maybe you've even felt like I was quiet or distant, but I want you to understand this. I was never ignoring you. My timing is not like yours. It is divine and it is right. You see, I see the whole picture. From where I stand, I know what you need, not just for today, but for every tomorrow to come. Sometimes what seems like a delay to you is actually my loving protection, keeping you safe from things you cannot yet see. Other times, it's because I'm setting the stage for something much greater than you can imagine. Believe me when I say that my timing is always for your good. I explain it this way. Imagine a seed planted in the soil. It doesn't grow overnight, does it? It needs the right amount of rain, sunlight, and care before it can sprout. If you dig it up too early, it won't survive. But when the time is just right, that seed pops out of the surface and begins to thrive. That's how my timing works. I've been nurturing you, preparing the conditions, and aligning everything perfectly so that when the time comes, your success will not just happen, but flourish. And now, beloved, that time has come. The silence is breaking, the waiting is over, and my plans for you are unfolding. This moment, this divine shift, is not by chance. It is the result of my perfect plan, coming to life at exactly the time it was intended. You might not fully understand it right now, but you'll see how every delay, every tear, and every unanswered question led you to this moment. Spiritual awakening. My beloved one, this moment you're experiencing, it's not just an ordinary day. It's not a routine moment or something to overlook. This is a divine encounter, a sacred moment where heaven reaches out to earth and I reach out to you. You may feel something stirring deep within you, something you can't fully put into words. Perhaps your spirit feels alive, your heart is beating faster, or your thoughts are flooded with a sense of meaning and purpose. Do you feel it? That is me. I'm awakening your soul to my presence. You see, I've always been near, but there are moments in your life when I draw even closer. This is one of those moments. It's a time of awakening, a time for you to see and feel me in ways you never have before. It's not just about believing in me, it's about experiencing me. I am calling you higher, inviting you into a deeper awareness of who I am and what I want to do in your life. This awakening is not something to fear or resist. It's a gift. It's a reminder that you were created for more than just going through the motions of life. You were made for connection with me, for intimacy with the one who knows you better than anyone else ever could. When you feel that sense of purpose rising within you, know that it's my spirit speaking to you, calling you into something greater. Beloved, this is a sacred moment of renewal. It's a time to leave behind the doubts, distractions, and fears that have held you back. It's an opportunity to step into the fullness of the life I've planned for you, a life filled with peace, joy, and purpose. I want you to know me not as a distant God, but as your closest friend, your guide, and your source of strength. Lean into this moment. Open your heart and let me in. Trust that I am working in you and through you. This awakening is just the beginning of a journey that will bring you closer to me than you've ever been before. Together, we will walk forward into all that I have for you. Chosen for a purpose. My beloved one, I want you to stop for a moment and truly let this sink into your heart. You have been chosen. Out of countless people, I have called you by name. I know everything about you, your joys, your struggles, your hopes, and even your fears. And still, I have set you apart for something extraordinary. This moment isn't random. This isn't about luck or chance. This is divine. You may wonder, why me? What do I have to offer? You might think you're too broken, too ordinary, or too unworthy to be chosen by God. But let me tell you the truth. This isn't about what you've done or how strong, talented, or perfect you are. This is about my grace and my love for you. I chose you not because of what you bring to the table, but because of who you are to me. My beloved child, I have a purpose for your life, one that only you can fulfill. It's a role in my greater plan that I designed uniquely for you before you were even born. You don't need to compare yourself to others or worry that you're not enough. What I've called you to is yours alone, and I will equip you with everything you need to fulfill it. You don't have to do this on your own. I'll be with you every step of the way. Do you feel that stirring in your heart? That's my spirit reminding you of the greatness I've placed within you. There are gifts and talents in you that you might not even recognize yet. But as you walk with me, I'll help you uncover them and use them in ways that will bless others and bring you joy. This purpose isn't about striving or proving yourself. It's about living in my love, trusting in my plan, and letting me guide you. When you embrace the fact that you're chosen, it changes everything. You begin to see life differently, with the confidence that I am working in and through you. So, step forward boldly, knowing you are chosen, you are loved, you are called, and I'm so excited to walk this journey with you. Together, we'll accomplish things you never imagined, all for my glory and your good. The breakthrough moment. My beloved one, the moment you've been waiting for has arrived. This isn't just another day or another step forward. It's a breakthrough moment. I've seen you waiting, praying, and holding on even when it was hard. And now the time has come for everything to shift. This is the moment when things you've longed for, prayed for, and even thought were impossible will begin to unfold in your life. This breakthrough is not just about change, it's about transformation. It's about me revealing things that have been hidden, opening doors you didn't even know existed, and pouring out blessings that will leave you in awe. The plans I have for you are bigger than you've imagined, and this moment is the beginning of those plans being revealed. I know there have been times when you felt stuck, like you were hitting a wall and nothing was moving. But let me tell you, every delay was part of my plan to prepare you for this. If I had given you this breakthrough earlier, it wouldn't have been the right time. Now everything is aligned. Now you're ready. This change is going to shake the foundations of your life, but don't be afraid. It's a good shaking, one that clears out the old and makes room for the new. You may feel overwhelmed at first, but trust me, I'm with you every step of the way. I'm not just leading you into this breakthrough, I'm walking through it with you. You're going to see things differently. You'll feel my presence in ways you haven't before. You'll experience my power working in your life like never before. This isn't just about fixing problems or solving situations. It's about stepping into a new season of purpose, joy, and abundance. The call to stay focused. My beloved one, right now, in this very moment, something sacred is unfolding. This is not an ordinary time. It's a holy one, and I need you to understand how important it is to remain present and focused. The work I've begun in you is powerful, but it requires your attention, your willingness, and your heart fully open to what I'm doing. Distractions will come. I promise you that. Doubts will creep in, whispering lies like, is this really happening? Is this real? Am I worthy of it? Fear might try to plant seeds of hesitation, convincing you to hold back or second guess. And busyness? Oh, how it tries to steal your focus, pulling your attention away from me with endless tasks and worries about tomorrow. But hear me clearly. Don't let anything rob you of this moment. What's happening right now is sacred. I am reaching out to you, drawing you closer, and working deeply within your heart. If you allow distractions to take over, you'll miss the fullness of what I'm offering. It's like standing before a treasure chest filled with everything you've ever longed for and walking away without opening it. I don't want that for you. I want you to receive all that I've prepared for you. Staying focused isn't about being perfect. It's not about shutting out the world completely. It's about intentionally turning your heart and mind toward me. It's about recognizing the distractions for what they are and choosing to say, no, I will not let these things pull me away from what God is doing. Take a deep breath. Slow down. Let my peace fill your heart and quiet your mind. You don't need to rush or worry about doing everything right. Simply be present with me. I'll guide you, I'll show you the way, and I'll give you everything you need to walk through this moment with clarity and purpose. Beloved, this is a turning point in your life. What I am doing in you now will shape your future in ways you can't yet imagine. It's more than just a blessing. It's the beginning of a deeper relationship with me, a greater understanding of who you are, and a life filled with meaning and purpose. So stay here with me. Don't let fear, doubt, or the demands of life distract you. Trust that I am working in you and for you. Keep your heart open, your mind focused, and your spirit ready to receive. Together, we'll walk through this moment, and what comes next will be more beautiful than you could ever dream. The assurance of God's presence. My beloved one, I want you to hear this with all of your heart. You are not alone. In every moment, through every trial, and in every joy, I am with you. My presence surrounds you right now, in this very place. You may not always feel it, but I am always here, walking beside you, guiding you, and loving you every step of the way. Life has its ups and downs. There are moments of peace, and there are moments when the storms seem too heavy to bear. You may face challenges that leave you feeling uncertain, afraid, or even isolated. But I want you to know that no matter what you walk through, I am with you. I never leave. I never forsake you. My love for you is constant and unchanging. It's easy to feel like you're alone, especially in the hard moments. But in those times, I am the closest. When you are hurting, I am there to comfort you. When you are confused, I am there to guide you. When you are tired, I am there to carry you. You are never walking this journey by yourself. The road ahead may seem uncertain. You might not know what comes next, and that can be scary. But know this, the one who called you is faithful. I will not leave you in the dark. I will lead you, step by step, one moment at a time. You don't need to have everything figured out because I already do. You don't need to be afraid of what's to come because I am already in your future, preparing the way for you. I know there are times when you feel like you're carrying a heavy load. Maybe you're overwhelmed by responsibilities, or you're carrying the weight of worry and fear. Let me reassure you, I am here to carry that burden with you. You do not have to carry it alone. Lay it down at my feet, and I will take it. I will sustain you. My love will give you strength, and my presence will be your peace. Remember, beloved, you can move forward with confidence because I am with you. The road ahead may not always be easy, but with me by your side, you have nothing to fear. I am the one who called you, and I am the one who will see you through. Whatever lies ahead, trust that I will never leave you. I will always be there, guiding you, comforting you, and leading you into the fullness of the life I have for you. So take heart, you are not alone. You are deeply loved, and I am with you always, now and forever.